What's up, guys? So quick update with the dealership. A couple things we've been working on lately. We won 3 cars at Manheim, so super cool that we were able to kind of decipher that code at Manheim. Sometimes it's hard to find the deals. Sometimes cars go for way more than they're worth because big dealers are bidding on them, and sometimes, cars that don't run good go for too much. So we're trying to kind of find where our niche is as far as winning cars in the auction at a good price where it's worth it for us, because these big dealerships can sell them for way more than we can at the moment because their brand's established and they have people coming in regardless of what they do to get people to come in. It's just so big, and it's on the main street usually, or whatever the reason. They have tons of customers. We're trying to get every customer, so then we did that, and then a couple things that I was working on. I don't know if you guys have heard of, but it's called a business canvas model, I believe. And this pretty much is a good thing to do for any business. It tells you like the sections on the model are key partners, key activities, value propositions. Value propositions is what you're providing as far as value, what your business provides as far as value. You have customer relationships, customer segments, revenue streams, and cost structures, resources, and channels. So I was going through that. I do this every month or every couple months in order to figure out kind of where our business is at and what we could improve on maybe, or what's working. So it just gives you a whole big idea of your entire business across the board, so you can look at it from that perspective. So a couple things that I was excited to start working on was, for our key activities, is market research, so we can know which cars are going to sell and which ones are in high demand based on reviews, based on ratings, all that stuff. Also, value propositions. We realize that people want auction access. I'm starting to realize, whether they're trying to buy cars to flip or whether they just want to buy a specific car. Auction access is you don't have it unless you can't get it unless you have a license. So I'm starting to realize the power of that. Customer relationships, sales tactics. We haven't really had to use many sales tactics because our cars are so cheap and we sell such low end stuff that it doesn't really, it is what it is. It's a great deal regardless. So when we want to kind of upsell these nicer cars, we're going to have to do a little more sales tactics, which meaning, whatever that means. There's a million different things you could do. Customer segments are the one I really want to focus on is students, because we live by, or our office is right by a bunch of colleges. So there's a lot of students and foreign students that just got there. Like, I can't tell you how many people we've sold to that were foreign students that just moved here, and they needed a cheap car. So I definitely want to find a way to target them and find them easier, because we're selling the cars that they want. Our resources, body and paint experts, like people to do the body work and the paint on our cars. We have one, he's in LA as of right now. I'd like to find one closer, maybe even cheaper, but just one that's closer would mainly be something that's important. Also, our channels. So our channel is pretty much how you get, where these customers come from. So what I want to do is get business to business referrals. So like complementary businesses like detailing companies, or aftermarket, people that sell aftermarket parts for your cars, or whatever the case may be, insurance companies. I want to get B2B referrals that way through social media. That way we can get extra customers aside from the ones we get from Facebook Marketplace. And then our cost structure, I wanted to focus on the things that cost us the least, that literally are just putting in the sweat equity, which is marketing, sales tactics, and market research. So just getting better at those things, doing our research on that is going to get us better at that and get us more customers, get us more sales. And then the last thing was revenue streams. I want to have a wholesale product that we sell through our social media, so that we can start cash flowing and provide something good that people want, that our community would feel like, wow, it's a good deal, or I need that. and that way it can just get drop shipped. Something we don't have to put a ton of effort into, but something that's a really good product. And we also want to come out with how to start your own car dealership course. It'll probably be free at first, or maybe like really cheap. Like, it's not gonna be some crazy cash grab, but we do want to come out with that because a lot of people have questions about it, and it's a lot harder to get it in California than other places. So the fact that we were able to get the license is pretty cool. So we want to share our knowledge on that and help you guys out.
Really loved this week at the dealer, because this week we were able to pick up the 3 cars that we won from Mannheim. So what's cool about that is that we've been trying to figure out how to buy cars from Mannheim unless of a private party, because private party you're only allowed to see, well, you can see as many cars you want, but in reality you could only see 3 to 4 cars because of the time it takes to commute. And most of the time you're driving all over the place, going to cars that are not even good when you show up there. So you drove an hour there to see one car, and the car ends up being like shit. So the good thing about Mannheim is you go one day, and in one day you're able to see up to 40, 50 cars. You have all day to see all the cars you want on one location. So that's real badass. And most of stuff at the dealer is Jabri and Counts. They kind of mostly do run it all. Jabri handles a lot of the data stuff. He was handling the stuff like fixing cars and stuff, but he's been focused more on the data and look at the results. 3 days. We were able to pick up 3 nice cars off data at Mannheim. And then Counts handles most of the marketing. So he'll be posting the cars, taking the pics, putting in the description, and all that's really important, because when the customer goes and sees the cars, first thing they see is gonna see that post. So all that's got to be important. So most of the time I just help whatever help they need in between. But lately, now that we have more free time, I've been focusing on editing the videos. So this week I was able to shoot a few videos and think of some ideas, like have Jabri like go and show the cars and talk more about car stuff, because he knows the car language and all that. And so I'm working on it's giving us all 3 of us more free time now that we're able to win cars from auction. Like this week we had more free time, and we're less stressed out because we're going to one destination, seeing around 40 cars, unless they're driving all over the place. And people on the street, they're kind of crazy most of the time. Not all the time you meet a lot of good people, but you also meet a lot of crazy people. So unless meeting all these crazy people on the street, we're able to go to Mannheim, see a lot of cars, have a lot of free extra time, and have a lot of information and data on the car to make the right choice. So if you guys have if you guys have any ideas of any kind of videos you guys think we should make for our dealership, or stuff you guys want to see, let us know.